So this user is not the user that, so a user who's made a comment is not necessarily the same user who's made a blog. So one user makes a blog, and you can have many blogs, and one user can have make many comments on these blogs. It's kind of like a circle of life type of thing. I don't know. It's not necessarily always the same. So let's take a look at this. The user ID, and the user making has many comments. Okay, so we'll start with that one first. So we'll go back to user, and we'll say a user has many comments. And a comment has one user, and then the blog connection, let's have another look. A blog can have many comments. So this is the wrong way round. I've made a little mistake there. So what we'll do, one blog can have many comments. So we'll go back to here. Open this. There we go. So we'll jump back in here. Has many. A blog has many. And one user can have. So here, if we're looking at a user, we can see where the user, if you're an admin, you can see what comments the user's made. And here, when you open the blog, well, you just get all the comments from the blog, which is related to this blog. So that's got many comments, and the comment will also blog. Okay, let's now let's install something that I created, and it will just make things a little bit faster. So what we'll do, we'll go to GitHub. Go on GitHub, and let's hopefully I can find my stuff. Whoa, what? That's strange. Okay, let's try it in Firefox. Oh no, I think I lost all my windows. Okay, history. Alright, what we can do, we can hopefully get through it this way. Backbone package, this is it. So, what we do, we have to read this. So we're going to create the project, and then we have to go into Composer.json. Which is here, compose.json. Oh, no, it's going to be in black. Let's delete this. This is not deleting anything inside the blog. Just remember, because there's another one here, compose.json. We'll go down to, what's it called? Require. Okay, comma, require. Cool. PS4 auto load. auto. I should set this up better when I've got the time. Config app. So we'll jump in here, go into the config app. Config app. Scroll down. We'll see here. And then what we'll do, we'll say compose update. Okay, we've installed my thing that I call Backbone, and we've got to install Preline because it just makes things a lot quicker. It's like a CSS component thing for Tailwind. Then we've got to go to Tailwind, which is here. Tailwind. This again. Let's see. Copy this. Content. Content's here. Okay. Jump back down. Plugins. Require. Copy that. So look here. I think it goes in here. Just do a little thing. Comment. And last thing here is the resource JavaScript app. Import Preline. It gives this little squiggly line here, but it seems to be okay. And then this command just sets up Backbone in such a way, and you can see here there's nothing here, but if we do this setup, you can see all the pages are put in there. It's just an easier way to manage the ReactJS. So with all that in, we should just say PHP add migrate fresh C. That's a problem. Let's go to database, migration, blocks. Okay. So we've got a double. Now what we should be able to do now is we can go to backbone /table. I should just. That's one last thing we've got to do. That's me not reading the instructions. Is to install React icons. This is just icons you can use along the way. We'll try it one last time. Still installing. Oh, there we go, it's ready. Right. Now we're up and running. As you can see here, we can see the tables that we created in the back, and it just allows us to okay, there we go. Oh, I thought it may not be working. There's no users, but we can see blogs. There's no blogs. Comments. There's no comments. Now, I'm not going to show you how to create the front end sections, which maybe I should. Yeah, I should do really. But this is just a good way to manage that data. You know, maybe you want to delete something or you want to update something. So what we'll do now, we'll go back to the beginning. And actually, we'll start by creating some blogs. So we'll create user ID. We'll just say user ID 1. And we'll say head. And the head will be what do you guys think? Hi guys, I'm creating a tutorial and I'm new to this. Can you please check this out? So, and give me a review. Or let's see if this go. So create a blog, and the blog's there. That's probably something I could change on this, because this button's red and it shouldn't be. But as you can see, you give it a nice refresh, everything's there. I should probably add more to it, so this is created, but it's a work in motion. Another thing you can do is you can update it, you can delete it, and it's nice and easy. It's just, and if you log in, actually, I'll show you now, if we go back, and we do create an account, so we'll say admin, example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We jump in, go to the back table, and you'll see here now, if we look at the blog, we can go to settings and we can just get rid of these columns, so, and neaten things up a little bit. Still be small word, but it'll eventually get there. So with that installed now, what we want to do, we want to go to the front page, and we're just going to use these to display our blog. So we'll go in, we'll go to welcome, and what we're going to get rid of is, now what we need to find is a little pattern. I think it's here. I see it's A's. Okay, let's go down, get rid of this. And over time you start to recognize the patterns within the code. Let's just see, we've got rid of 2. Get rid of 1 more, because we're just going to read straight from the database, and we can use a nice little style. Now, there's 2 ways to do this. We can either do it through the Inertia, or we can use Axios. And I think it's better to use Axios, because what you can do then is, it doesn't matter if you do it through Axios, it doesn't matter about the back end. And you can clearly see, like, you know, if someone's created the front end and the person's creating the back end, well, they can check the front end to just see what requests have been made from the front end. So I think we'll use the Axios way. So we'll go to the Axios website and we'll look at an example and a get. I'm sure there's a simple way. Okay, let's use this get. So what we'll do is on this page here, we'll go to the top. As you can see, we can pass it through the parameters, but we'll do this. And what we'll do is say use effect. What this does, think of it as like a construct. It runs at the very beginning, so it's a good way to set up the page. And we only want it to run once, so if we want it to run once, we do that. If this is not here, this will constantly run. And let's say if we've got something called X, a variable that updates, then this allows, we'll do this, and it does it when X is running. Or it's either like that or like that. But we only want it to run once, so we just leave it empty. And then what we do here, we'll paste this Axios, and then we need to do the link, the route. So what we can do, we can say PHP offsite route list. Here you can see the routes, and as you can see, we need a route to get the blocks. So what we'll do is we'll go back to the Laravel documentation, and from there we will go just search controllers, because it's a bit confusing to me, but I know what I'm looking for is somewhere within the controllers, and it's called a resource route. Just search resource. As you can see, it's here. And what I'm looking for is like resource all of them, like this. So what we'll do is we'll go back in, put this down, and we open web.php because this is your browse. We'll go in here.